monster. What I am saying is that, so if it took you 35 years, you was extremely patient to see what type of young lady she was. It took him 35 years to now look at her in a ugly light.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
and she's a beautiful lady. And I sit in and I speak with the other people and other people that respect her from her workplace, and they're there. Believe me, she has a ton of support there every week,
does.
saying no, this is
sure
not
she
the
does.
person. And the thing that was disturbing to me, DCF rule investigation of it was didn't find her at fault in any of this. And
I mean, I'm in the school. I'm in the school, so I know, I understand why DCF gave her the ruling. Yes, Ronnie.
Yes. Mrs. Barr, I've been at several events with you, and from your constituents and your other people and so forth. And the article clearly states, okay, that, and this isn't a term, but it says, who is behind the conspiracy against Carmen Perez Dixon?
My God.
Okay?
That's
Very
a
powerful.
little heavy one. Yeah.
Absolutely. But
That's pretty heavy right there.
this is to him, though.
Okay.
Okay. If you know and understand that her 35-year tenure as being a compassionate woman, right, sir?
absolutely.
Okay. One of the reporters was clearly stated that Finch the Grinch, you hear me? Finch the Grinch
Okay.
and his cronies are behind this conspiracy.
Mm.
Only because she is not in the arena of hypocrisy,
Okay.
Okay.
but about the helping, as you are, Mr. Barr, helping the children, the mothers and the fathers, young and old,
And
but
that's what
mainly
it has
the
to be about.
grandparents.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, sir?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me just, with this being said, too, I want also, because we're on the top of the school kids and
Yes.
so forth,
Yes.
I want to make sure that I give Mr. Baker, Gardner, and Mr. Hennessy, the new members on the Board of Education.
Okay.
They earned the right for that. The voters proved
Yes,
that they're
exactly.
worthy to be there, and that's a plus. But going back into, this is clearly the mayor's office on the witch hunt. You know, he wants to show his muscles. You know, he'll be defeated again. I'm sure these are responsible members on the board, and I sat there and I viewed them, and I can't see her not being exonerated of all allegations and moving forward with her life. You know, because this is her life. You know, when you know, and this is a tough spot for her.
Yes, it
and
is.
I'm seeing
Yes, it is.
a beautiful lady who I became friends with just through her adversities and all that's going on in her life. So we're pulling for her, and through the grace of God, everything will work itself out. But change is coming again. Back to the viewers and the people of Bridgeport, Connecticut. A lot of the members didn't believe that they had an opportunity to beat the present people. So, Mr. Mayor Finch is strong and this and that. We have Mr. Hennessy and Mr. Baker and Mr. Gardner. They will be members of the Board of Education through your voters.
Yes, they will.
And we got
Yes.
something special coming for y'all.
Yes.
I'm going to take the pride and joy of removing his belongings from my office.
That's right.
This is what we're going to do with that. We're going to remove his items and all the people that we can from office that don't deserve to be in office. When our government go around the world and impose its will, right or wrong, they put in a new establishment. They get rid of what they can get rid of.
Exactly.
We're going to
Yes.
do exactly that. We're going to get rid of all the people that don't have no right to be in a position. And Paul Vallis, superintendent. you
That's
know,
a whole nother
yeah,
issue.
I know who you are, sir. And I'm
That's a
sure
whole
you
nother
probably
issue.
know who I am. If you don't, you will know who I am later on. I'm not going to call out this other gentleman because I feel that if I did that to him, I'm doing it without knowing his personal background. As a man, I'm not going to disrespect no man. But it's time that we're going to get back into the healing stuff of this with the church. The church is important.
Yes,
and I
it
believe
is.
in the church.
Yes, it is.
I believe in every person that pledges allegiance to God. You're pledging them because you know the truth. And sometimes you can go astray from the truth. So we're going to help you get back on accord with what's right. And being right is doing what's right by yourself, by the people, by everyone that's involved. So this city of Bridgeport will shine again. And I'm also going to say to the people is this, and I will never not touch on this. He put a gun range right next to an elementary school.
Elementary school.
He put a gun range right next to an elementary school.
So has it the building and all of this is already up and
It's in the process of being done. But let me just say this to you. Everyone believes that the richest or the soils of the world are in the Middle East. They say the oils and stuff. No, I must tell you exactly where the richest of the earth is. It's not in Saudi Arabia. It's not in Middle East countries. It's right here in Bridgeport, Connecticut, in the cities all across the United States of America. We put our babies in the graves at 14 and 15 and 20-year-olds, and numbers
some even younger than that.
And some even younger than that, but numbers that are so ridiculous. So if they go into the grave young, then this is where the riches of the soils are. They're being refertile back into this is where the riches of the soils. And Mr. Finch believes this is what he believes. You understand this is what he believes. Stop looking at dollars and start making sense and start understanding this. This is about your baby's future. This is about my family members and my grandbaby's future. This is about giving them a chance to live a life in the real world. They have no life going to the grave at 5 and 8 and 10 and 12 and 20,
none whatsoever.
30. We can't continue
None
this path.
whatsoever.
So the richest soils in the world is right here in the United States of America. Everyone knows that this is where the richest soil, because if you bury a baby young, it's only good it's going to come out of it for the earth. So it's replenishing itself. What we're going to do for this is that we're going to make sure that we get Mr. Finch and all his henchmen and everybody that believes in him, whether you look like me or look like him, in a position to have to look for a job. Get out and look for a job. If you didn't do enough crookedness to get yourself safe, get out and find yourself a job. You will not be the mayor of my city anymore, Mr. Finch. I will be the mayor of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I'm looking forward to showing the people of Bridgeport what it's like to live in a true city, like Stratford, Westport, Southport, Trumbull.
All the surrounding.
All the surrounding.
areas.
Nobody wants to come to Bridgeport. What is they coming here for? What are you going to come here for? What would they want to come to Bridgeport, Connecticut for? I'm going to give you a reason to come to Bridgeport. You're coming to Bridgeport to see the youth mayor, because he restored all the things that the youth's supposed to get to make sure that they were given every best possible chance to succeed. He's going to restore those things with the kids. He's the youth mayor and the felon mayor, because the felons come out of prison, don't have an opportunity, get the lowest paying jobs across the board. Then when it's time to make some type of sense of them, you fire them. So now they have to go to some type of agency to try to find another job. And it's a continuation. It's a continuation. It's a continuation of nothing but garbage. So we're going to turn this into what it's supposed to be, a city that's supposed to be a part of civilization. So we're going to put it where it's supposed to be.
Jamie, could you tell me how much time we have left here? We have 20 minutes here. We just got one of our divas just walked in the door. So, kind of tell me, before we go into the calling you out here, I employed some of the parents, some of the officials that's in this city that are standing for positions to come into the school system, and instead of just staying 5-10 minutes checking in each room, come and sit into the classrooms and see what's going on with the kids. See what Carmen Dixon is dealing with within the school system that's up over there, instead of doing a lot of backbiting her and accusing her of things. This woman is, you say, 30 years.
35 years. We're not going to short her not one day.
Okay.
35 years.
35 years. But they need to come into the schools and sit in the classroom and see what's going on.
It's a tough sell
In
now.
there. It's definite.
It's tough.
I'm there each and every day, so I know what's going on. I know what she's dealing with. Okay, for even some of these news people, reporters, that's biting her back.
Bite your back out. And the thing, most important thing is everybody wants to point the finger somewhere else.
Someone else besides
except where it
themselves.
should be pointed at.
Yeah.
So, it's tough with the kids. And some of the laws, it's like this. You have to look at it like this as well. In life, what we're doing now is this. A lot of the stuff that the civil rights leadership fought for to get us in a position, you have to jump over those same hurdles again now. So we're jumping back over same hurdles. So this also tells you that there are still people that hold on to the old ways, the tradition of hatred.
Of course, of course.
So
we know that for this city.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to fight for what's right, and we're going to make it right.
Yes.
And making it right is getting on Tony Barr's team. If you're on my team, you'll be the team at the end of the day that will be the successful one. You can line. I don't care how many people get in line to run for mayor. If you're listening, I am the mayor. I want you to listen clearly. Listen. You can line up from any place. You can come crawling out of it. I'm the mayor of Bridgeport. And I won't even hold that against you. If you have great ideas to help improve the city, that's what this is all
Get
about.
aboard. Come
we
aboard.
want you on board to help.
Yeah, come aboard.
We're in a help situation. You can't continue to accept the nonsense that we've been accepting. So if you want to be successful, and if you want to work with the mayor, I suggest that you start paying attention to what I'm doing and with my movement. I also want to say, I want to thank some friends for my campaign on donations. Mickey McCarthy for a construction company, gentleman, MTM Construction, Willie Carr, Exquisite. These gentlemen, along with Father San Giovanni and others, there's many people that's getting involved because they see the sincereness. They see what's real. This is not about Tony Barr. This is about the city of Bridgeport. This is not Tony Barr being smarter than the next person. No, Tony Barr recognized that no one else has not made a decision. He's made his decision to make it right, to show the kids a better way. They deserve a better way.
Yes, they do.
You can't be a responsible parent or an adult and don't feel the hurt that the kids are going through.
And they're dealing with a lot of hurt. I was just informed a few minutes ago that by the time you guys view this program, ABCD will be back up and running. That's the reason why Diana wasn't here. She went over to the ABCD to find out what was going on. Also, we will be having Carmen Dixon come into our show very soon. So you guys, stay abreast of what's going on because we're trying to bring people to our show, to our program that's making a difference here in Bridgeport. We're not on any political game for anyone. We're not on patting anyone on the back. We're trying to bring to you guys things that we think that you need to know. And this is what our program is about out there. ABCD, you know what ABCD is dealing with, and our children need to be, whether it's daycare, school, your kids need to be abreast of what's going on as the parents. So we're urging you to, this is a man here that is looking to turn some things around in Bridgeport.
We're going to turn Bridgeport around.
Okay.
And can I just say one thing about ABCD?
Yes.
How long has ABC been in existence?
Oh my God. My eldest son is the same age as my nephew over here. So ABCD was when Maurice is 40.
Okay.
42, 43, 43.
And who started
ABCD? You know something? Who did ABC over Charlie?
Charles Tisdale.
Charles is running it all this time, and he's still over.
He started. Okay, this is the point I'm making.
Yes, people that have been doing stuff.
A brief opportunity, and he has a program. When it's done right, it'll stand.
It'll stand. Yes,
it's been standing for over 40
in the same
years.
Building. Okay.
Over 40 years, a program that stands here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. and why everything else just keep falling apart around it. And ABC keep providing for the
for the people.
for the people.
And so many.
So this is what